Hello students, in this video I am going to explain about the digestion of the food in small intestine by intestinal juice. Various secretions like bile, pancreatic juice and intestinal juice are liberated into the duodenum part of small intestine. So these secretions in the small intestine are thoroughly mixed with the food. But the movements which are generated by the muscularis layer. So this thorough mixing of the food with these three secretions is helpful for the digestion of the food. This will facilitate the digestion of the food. In my previous video, I already discussed about the digestion that was happened by the bile and pancreatic juice. So, and now in this video, I am going to explain about the digestion of the food by the intestinal juice. Goblet cells are present in the intestinal mucosa. So these goblet cells secretes mucus. And brush border cells are also present in the intestinal mucosa. So these are also liberate some secretions. So mucus along with the secretions of the brush border cells will forms the succus entericus. So succus entericus is also known as the intestinal juice. So here we can frame the question like this. What are the constituents that are present in the succus entericus or intestinal juice? Answer is mucus along with the secretions of the brush border cells constitutes the succus entericus. Now let us see the constituents that are present in the intestinal juice. It is having various enzymes like disaccharidases, dipeptides, lipases, and nucleosidases. And it is also having mucus. So mucus is actually liberated by the goblet cells, and these Brunner's glands also secretes mucus. So here now let us see the functions of the mucus and bicarbonates. So these are helpful to protect the intestinal epithelium from the acidic food that is actually coming from the stomach. So and also helpful for the providing a alkali pH that is 7.8. So this alkali pH is necessary to activate the some of the enzymes. So from here we can get question like this. So what is the pH of the small intestine? So answer is 7.8. Now let us discuss the enzymatic action of the intestinal juice. So dipeptides, so these are all actually the products that are formed by the action of pancreatic juice and bile. So first, the food is acted upon by the bile and pancreatic juice, and the formed products then are acted upon by the enzymes that are present in the intestinal juice. Now let us see the reactions. Dipeptides converts into the amino acids. in the presence of dipeptidases. And next, maltose converts into the glucose, two glucose molecules. So this reaction happens in the presence of maltase. Lactose converts into the glucose, one glucose molecule and one galactose molecule in the presence of lactase. And next, sucrose converts into one glucose molecule and fructose. In the presence of sucrase. And nucleotides converts into nucleosides in the presence of nucleotidases. And next, these nucleotidases, nucleosides, further converts into sugar and base in the presence of nucleosidases. This will happen in the presence of nucleosidases. And next, di and monoglycerides are finally converts into fatty acids and glycerol. So in the presence of lipases. So these all are the reaction that will happen by the intestinal juice. Now, major digestion of the biomacromolecule, that means breakdown of the biomacromolecules, it's happened in the duodenum part. So here major digestion was occurred. So actually small intestine is having three major parts. They are duodenum, ileum, jejunum. And in these three parts, major digestion happened in the duodenum part, and in ileum and jejunum, absorption process will happen. That means the simplified biomacromolecules are absorbed in the ileum and jejunum. And after that, the food is moved to the large intestine. So the undigested food and digested food and unabsorbed food next moves to the large intestine. So that is about the digestion of the food in small intestine by intestinal juice. Thank you, students. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel.